I got involved with Lads Need Dads when I met Sonia about 2.5 years ago. We were both randomly at some Easter egg hunt with our children and started talking about just the need for male role models and also just the need for the masculine journey, kind of how it's kind of changed over the centuries.
I set up Lads Need Dads because I'd worked for a long time, over 20 odd years, in the statutory and voluntary sector. I started out in domestic abuse, then worked with offenders who had drug and alcohol problems, worked in homelessness and anger management, and then complex families. And what I kept on finding was that not only were the majority of the clients I worked with male, but many also shared a common factor, and that was an absent father or an unsupportive father or even an abusive father. And I thought, hang on, why are we not actually doing something about this? If there's a link between all of these big social problems, and that could be that the absent father as kind of a risk factor in that, why aren't we doing something about it? So I took a big kind of step of faith and decided, right, this is the time now, I'm ready. I want to set up a project that actually is early intervention, that we can actually bring the statistics down, because the statistics are really against you if you're male. As an organisation, what I'm hoping is that we can really create a new generation of boys who may have been seen as high risk, potentially, because of the factors of having an absent father or limited access to male role model.
Lads Need Dads is so important because I've brought up 3 boys single-handedly. I've got 2 older sons, and life has been very, very difficult with them, and for one of them continues to be difficult. Had I had that in place for my other sons, I think certainly one of my sons' outcomes would have been very, very different. So to know that Toby is actually, the gaps are being filled for him, and that, you know, he is going to have better opportunities in life.
He's just become a different lad, and I'm just so proud of him and so grateful for this program, because before this, he was kind of lost, and I had a lot of guilt, thinking, you know, it was me because he lent on me all the time and I lent on him all the time, and although we were mum and son, we were more just like emotional crutches for each other. But now we're mum and son again, and we go out, we do things together, and it's great because he's a different lad. It's brilliant.
We need to give these boys an opportunity to talk about what it's like to be in their shoes, you know, and to meet other boys that are in their situation. And it's been really humbling for me to see how the boys have had light bulb moments in the sessions where they've gone, gosh, yeah, my dad did that too. My dad walked out when I was 2. Here's another person that it's happened to. I'm not the only person.
The Lads Need Dads programme has actually had a really positive effect on my life. I mean, it's helped me a lot to get over issues that I've had.
Lads Need Dads have helped me with anger problems and stuff.
When like anger is building up, I know when to stop. It's like I'm just going to move away from the situation as a whole to like stop it.
Not speaking aloud is kind of keeping your emotions in. I didn't really realise that before, how much stuff I was not telling anyone. Like my family as well, I wouldn't speak to my family about stuff you should speak to your family about, you know, and that's why I think I like it, and that's why I think it's so good.
But before I wouldn't be able to look people in the eye properly, and now I can look at you straight in the eye and be honest about how I feel. So I can help people that have been in the same situation as me and help them get through that.
To meet the need, we need more men. The key is the mentors and more facilitators, but the key is men from the community stepping up and saying, you know what, I'm going to do something to help. You don't have to have a master's in psychology. You can be from any walk of life, from any background.
I think nowadays especially we're becoming more and more isolated, so I think the Lads Need Dads project is more important. You know, it seems to be in comparison to 30, 40 years ago, we're less of a community nowadays. We're all becoming more like silos.
One boy in particular, when I first met him, was very, very quiet, and he seemed to demonstrate the fact that he didn't even want to be part of the process. He wasn't giving anything, he was taking stuff and not expressing anything back. If I look at that lad now, yeah, he is active, energetic, open, vocal. He's all the things that a 14-year-old boy should be.
We are in it for the long haul. We're not just delivering a quick 8-week programme and saying goodbye. We offer an 18-month programme, which is probably quite unheard of.